It is not that Trump and his family will use the influence of government to increase their wealth, although this will certainly take place on a massive scale. It is that hundreds of billions of federal dollars will be diverted into the hands of cronies, sleazy bankers, unethical financial firms, and scabrous hedge fund managers. Everything will, to use a business term, be harvested. The decaying pillars of the liberal state in America will be obliterated. At the same time, the militarization of America is being accelerated. The defense budget will be increased by 10%, or $54 billion, although the United States already spends more than the defense budgets of the next 7 countries combined. The paramilitary forces of Immigration and Customs Enforcement, which will soon hire 10,000 more agents, and the Border Patrol, which will hire 5,000 more agents, along with Homeland Security, have all deputized local and state police to function as their auxiliaries. They will be flooded with cast-off military-issue equipment. These paramilitary forces will not disband once they have finished terrorizing and deporting some of the 11 million undocumented workers in the United States. They will turn on their next victims, Muslims, African Americans, Asians, dissidents. This militarization of society is designed to carry out the race war that Trump and those around him see as inevitable at home and abroad. In poor communities of color, this race war has already begun. Racial profiling, random police stops, raids at homes and businesses, people of color pulled from vehicles at checkpoints. Racial profiling, random police stops, raids at homes and businesses, people of color pulled from vehicles at checkpoints. Seizures of individuals with no criminal records or who never committed a serious crime. Imprisonment without trial. Expedited deportation hearings and removal proceedings that violate the most basic human rights. The arrest of a beneficiary of the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, or DACA program, Daniel Ramirez Medina, 23, who, along with the program's other 750,000 successful applicants, had revealed all personal history to the government in applying for DACA status. Parents separated, perhaps forever, from their children. The hunted going underground. The end of the rule of law. The abandonment of the common good. The obliteration of a social state in which institutions and assistance programs, from public education to Social Security and welfare, make justice, equality, and dignity possible. White Europeans who are undocumented are not being targeted. The executive orders of Trump are directed against people of color. They begin from the premise that white Americans are the true victims of neoliberalism, deindustrialization, and falling living standards. The Trump orders are written not to make America great again, but to make America white.
Hey, Shalom, Akim. Shalom, Shalom. All right, this is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. All right, Salakia for the noise. All right, for the noise right now, I'm at work. But before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ruach HaKodash. All right, Lord willing, I'll make this brief. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well, who teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. All right. I wanted to do a quick land back off of the beloved Elder Ashiyar's video. All right, he showed which in his lesson, he showcased that video that I have at the beginning, and I believe that gentleman is Chris Hedge. Chris Hedge. If I'm not mistaken, he's a professor. So, yeah, man. These I'm looking at a bird that's harassing another bird. Shit, getting the predators out of his territory. But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying. It's a couple things that stood out with that video. With what the professor had said, he mentioned that there's the obliteration of the social state. All right, removal of the rule of law, okay, and the obliteration of a social state. And what's being replaced, all right, what is replacing that social state is going to be a military state. All right, if you remember that trailer, which the movie was never made because the powers that be had offed the director and his family. You know what I'm saying? But the movie was Gray State. If you can manage to find the trailer to that, you know what I'm saying, it's very insightful. All right, it's very insightful. You get a glimpse of all the things that they plan on doing, and guess what? The MOTB is amongst it. The MOTB is in there. All right, that chip, it's in there. You know what I'm saying? The guillotines are in there. The martial law, it's all in there. That's what's coming. All right, that's what's coming, man. And all you Jakes out here, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, all y'all that's out here trying to defend these people, you know what I'm saying, talking about, oh, we just hate white people and everything like that, and we can't get over the past and everything. Like, hey, man, listen, the Lord is about to show you why. He's about to show you why the judgment that's coming to these Edomites is going to be so severe. You see what I'm saying? Because this is the time unlike any other. All right? A time unlike any other, man. Jacob's trouble is going to be a historic event. It's going to be a terrible time, and it's not going to be another time like it. You see what I'm saying? It's not going to be another time like it. Right? And you Jakes is going to have to see that firsthand. You're going to have to see the devastation. You're going to have to see what torture looks like. You're going to have to see it. At the beginning of the elder's video of his lesson, he showed another video where this Israelite woman was reporting on the fact that there's over 100 acres of land where the U.S. government is actually funding the militarization of these white nationalist groups who wear white masks and this and that, all right, who are training with riot shields and everything like that, all the sort, man. They're getting ready to lay down the hammer on you Jakes. They're getting ready to bring the pain. You see what I'm saying? Remember what Revelation chapter 12 verse 12 tells us. Okay, all right, that the enemy shall come in and come down with great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time. In Isaiah chapter 59 verse 20, I believe it's verse Salakia. I believe it's verse 20, or it could be verse 19. I get those two mixed up, but it says that the enemy's gonna come in like a flood, man. All right, the enemy's gonna come in like a flood. This is why we need that spiritual power. This is why we need it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're unprotected, man. We ain't got militaries. We ain't got all that stuff. You see what I'm saying? But you have to understand that we don't need it. That's another thing you have to understand. We don't need it. Because the power that's with us, all right, our Heavenly Father, his power is far greater than what these devils got, man, because he gave them that power. You see what I'm saying? He gave them that power. So the Lord said that he's going to lift up a standard against these devils. So don't worry. You see what I'm saying? Don't worry, don't be afraid. All right? Don't be afraid, man. Because these devils is through. These devils is through, man. You know? But, you know, these Edomites really believe that this is only going to affect you Jakes. You see what I'm saying? So-called people of color, as they say. All right? These Edomites think that it's only going to affect y'all. All right? But that's not it. It's going to affect everybody. Like we say, Jacob's trouble is everybody's trouble, man. You see what I'm saying? It's directed towards us, but y'all going to feel it. Y'all going to feel this. You see what I'm saying? Because the Lord is going to allow you to be touched. All right? The Lord's going to allow these people out here, you see what I'm saying? All right, to be affected. All right? So it's gonna be a crazy time out here, man. But like I said, I'm at work, so I couldn't deal with this too much. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep it brief. So I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. This has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem V'chak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, of whom I've grown in this truth under. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.